If you're looking for a flexible work from home job that doesn't require years of training, a degree, or tons of upfront investment, I've got something to share with you today. I'm talking freelance data entry. And before you move on to the next video too soon, I'm going to show you how you can use freelance data entry skills to earn real income, monthly recurring income. It's totally going to blow your mind. Now, I'll be honest with you, there are a ton of really scammy jobs in this space and a lot of jobs that just pay, honestly, pennies. And that's not what we're talking about today. See, I've helped over 7,000 of my students start their own at-home businesses, starting with simple skills like data entry, and many of them have gone on to replace their income, build 6 and even 7-figure businesses. So how do you do that? That's what we're covering here today. Maybe you're new to my channel. If so, let me introduce myself. My name is Abbey Ashley, and I've grown a community of over 150,000 freelancers, and they're all looking for that same thing that you probably are. How do I work from home, make real income, but in a way that's sustainable, scalable, and flexible? That's what we talk about here on my channel. So if you want to know more about that, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time I release a new video. All right, so let's talk a little bit about how you can use your freelance data entry skill to start finding paying clients. So the tier 1 way is to simply start looking for data entry jobs. And there are legitimate jobs that you can find on places like Upwork. Now, trust me, we're going to get into a lot more in-depth and higher paying positions than Upwork. So I don't want you to think that that's all I'm teaching in this video, because it's not. But for somebody who says, hey, I just want to do data entry, that's it, you can go on Upwork and look for data entry jobs. So let me go ahead and show you the way that I go about doing that. Okay, so are you going to become a millionaire by getting jobs on Upwork? No. And this is not even one of the top platforms that I recommend for my students, but for somebody who is just looking for like a really quick an easy way to find some jobs. They're going to be a little bit lower paying, but if you want to just get your feet wet this way, it is one way to go about it. Again, I'm going to show you some other more advanced ways at the end of this video, but this is, one of the first ways. So where I am inside Upwork. I have created a profile. You want that to be completely filled out. So mine's 100% complete, right? That's going to be important here. But what I'm going to do is I can search for jobs here or here, and I can literally just type in data entry. Okay. Now, once I go in and I actually search for this type of job, so what I'm going to do is I definitely don't want entry level. Okay. So I like to sometimes I will just start with expert. Sometimes I'll put intermediate as well if I'm not finding anything in expert. Another thing you could do is you could set your hourly rate down here and maybe start off at like $20, $25, $30 an hour, right? But for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and start off just by saying, hey, I only want to look at the expert level jobs. And I also like that you can search by best matches or most recent, because then you just know the ones that are really, they just came in today. Okay. So again, some of these I'm not going to do something for $5. So that's the thing that you're going to find a lot here is like lower paying jobs, which is why I only suggest selecting the expert or the intermediate, or at least putting that dollar amount of what you would like. So I'm going to go back just to best matches, just so, for the purposes of this video, I would probably go through and really evaluate some of these. But resume data entry, this could definitely be one. This person has a budget of $75. So that could end up being something that is worth it, right? So I would go through and I would look for, here's a great one, a part-time virtual assistant. Okay. And this is like a little bit of a clue into where we're going, is that if you can offer a few services beyond just data entry and actually consider yourself a virtual assistant, that is going to open up and expand so much the amount of clients who are willing to hire you, okay? Because again, this person is not just looking for data entry, but that is one of the things they're looking for. This person posted yesterday, data entry specialist, but again, they're looking also for lead generation and web research, okay? And so if these are the types of tasks that it's like, okay, I might not know this 100%, but I could be willing to learn this. I could really submit like an amazing proposal for this type of position. That could be something you could look for. Okay. So this is one of the places to look for data entry jobs. Again, not my favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and explain in the rest of this video what I really prefer if I'm going to be able to find good data entry freelance jobs that are paying a higher rate. Okay, so I showed you in that little video clip one of the ways to find freelance data entry jobs, right? Let me go ahead and talk to you about the level up version, okay? And that is virtual assistants. So here's the thing, if you position yourself as a virtual assistant instead of just a data entry specialist, you literally open up a world of opportunities and people who need your services. Small business owners everywhere are hiring VAs, and this is how I have helped 7,000 of my students actually get paying clients, is by positioning themselves as a virtual assistant. So as a virtual assistant, you may not just have data entry as a skill. You may also include things like email management, calendar management, customer support, webinar support, travel research and booking, event coordination, invoicing and billing, creating SOPs or standard operating procedures, project management, proofreading and editing, light bookkeeping, Canva design, social media scheduling, community moderation. All of these are data entry adjacent, right? So you may not just be putting something into a spreadsheet considered data entry, you may be answering their email inbox, but it definitely requires the same skill set. So that's why I would highly encourage you to maybe expand your view and think, okay, yes, maybe instead of just trying to find a data entry job, what if I actually positioned myself as a virtual assistant? Now, when you do this, how do you go about actually getting clients? Let's talk about that next. So again, you can go onto sites like Upwork, like I showed you. That is one way, but it actually isn't my preferred way to go about getting clients. See, here's the thing. Small business owners need VAs. And so literally, if you are just willing to tell your local network about what you're doing, many of my VAs are able to get their first client this way. And I know it can be a little scary to put ourselves out there, but could you challenge yourself to say, hey, on my social media, I'm going to make a simple post. I'm thinking about starting a virtual assistant business. I'd be doing skills like, and then list some of those skills. Does anyone know of a small business owner who may need this, right? Just that simple post can be your first foot in the doorway to a connection of someone who may actually need your services. Now, I actually have a free personal outreach template. This is the exact same email that I used whenever I was first starting my business to get my first paying client in just 1 week. So if you want access to that, you can comment template below in the comments, and my team and I will send you the link to it. Now, as a virtual assistant, you may be thinking, okay, but how do I price these services? So let's talk about that a little bit. I definitely recommend you start off with hourly packages. Again, this is just the most straightforward way to go. You can list out all the services that you do and then have 2 or 3 hourly packages that a small business owner will buy from you. I definitely recommend that you consider these monthly recurring packages. Don't just sell one, package of 10 hours and just let it go on forever. They can use them whenever they want for the rest of time, right? That's not what I recommend. I would say, a package of 10 hours, but that recurs every single month, right? So you're getting me for 10 hours a month or 2.5 hours a week. And if your rate's $30 an hour, that's a $300 package, right? So for 2.5 hours a week, you are making not just $300, but $300 every single month. Does that make sense? Let me show you a visual example. So this is my student, Jessica, and Jessica decided to start off with general admin skills. She had about 10 services that she listed in her list of services. And so she decided to go with a $40 an hour rate. So 10 hours a month would be a $400 package. So if she gets just one person to say yes, then she has $400 a month in her bank account every single month, right? Again, that is the smallest tier package. They may end up buying her middle tier, which is 15 hours a month, or her top tier, which is $700 a month for 20 hours. So she would be working for that small business owner just 5 hours a week. So you can see how this can turn into thousands of dollars a month in monthly recurring income if you just sell a few simple packages. Now, I want to note that this is not the limit, right? Because like I mentioned, I have students who have gone on to build 6- and 7-figure businesses. So how did they do that? Well, most of them did start off with these general admin skills, right? But eventually they up-leveled their skills. They learned higher level skills, or they went with an agency model. So for instance, if they eventually were able to raise their rates by learning higher level skills to $60 an hour, then they would pay a team member to actually execute those services for $20 an hour. And at that point, your income is honestly uncapped because you can get more clients, but you're not doing the work. And that is how so many of my students have gone on to build this agency model and really build incredible wealth. So I know that I've covered a lot here. I would love to answer your questions. My team and I literally read every single comment. So what questions do you have about virtual assistants? What's kind of pinging around in your brain? Is it something that you feel like you could do, or are you still kind of unsure? Let me know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. This is something I don't do very often, but I thought at the end of this video, I would offer you something very exclusive. You can go to thevirtualsavvy.com/secret offer and check out what it would look like to work with me and my team directly. We have a 90-day accelerator that helps you launch your virtual assistant business and land your first client, yes, in just 90 days. You'll definitely want to check it out. So go to that secret offer link below. And again, thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you've learned something. I hope that you've got some courage from it. And I hope that you will take a genuine look at virtual assistants. It's completely changed my life, which is why I'm so passionate about it. And I'd love to work with you directly if that's something you'd enjoy.